looks a little flat-footed.
Yeah. Good thing you got a diaper on, too.
Well, when you get struck by lightning, you tend to shit yourself. Howdy, folks. Welcome on back to You, Me, and the Movies. And
another one.
It's time for some more Universal classic horror with the next heavy hitter of the monsters. Frankenstein.
Ooh.
Or Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
Yeah, we've seen Young Frankenstein.
Correct.
Now, I've seen this one. You haven't.
That is...
This is actually one of the only classic Universal films that I've seen.
Oh, okay.
And it's one of my favorites.
Worth it?
Frankenstein Monster is my favorite. Out of just looking at him. So I went back and watched this one.
Pretty intense looking.
It's been like 30 years since I've seen it. I saw it when I was like a teenager, so...
Okay.
But, yeah. Classic horror. You know the tale. I mean, you've seen Young Frankenstein, which is going to be fun. You'll be able to... Because they used a lot of the sets for
same
Young
sets.
Frankenstein, so you'll be able to see the similarities between that and this now.
Nice.
So, but yeah, it's a classic.
I imagine it won't have as many laughs as
you never know.
Frankenstein.
You never know.
So true.
This one will probably be funnier than Dracula for sure.
Okay.
But he's kind of serious, Dracula, that guy.
Yeah, he's very intense.
Yeah. So are you ready to bring this monster to life?
Yeah, let's plug it in.
Let's do it.
But first, like, comment, subscribe, come hang out with us for Frankenstein.
Yeah, and check out our Patreon link down below for early access to our videos, fun comedy, access to polls, episodes, bigger watch next. Links down there. Check it out. Let's watch Frankenstein.
Here we go.
We are about to unfold the story of Frankenstein, a man of science who sought to create a man after his own image, without reckoning upon God. It is one of the strangest tales ever told. It may shock you. It might even horrify you.
Oh, jeez.
Now is your chance to, well, we've warned you.
Oh, warning. What are the year differences here between Frankenstein and Dracula? Which one came?
Same year.
Same year?
Yeah, Dracula was first, though.
Okay. And then back then they would have had contracted actors and actresses. So will we see any of the same actors?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Bela Lugosi plays Dracula in all the sequels, and I think it's Boris Karloff plays Frankenstein's monster.
Oh, okay.
No, never mind. It's Question Mark plays the monster.
No one knows. They really wanted to keep it secret, huh?
Yeah, that makes me wonder the marketing for this film, if they even showed the monster at all until...
Probably not, right?
Now it's an iconic look.
Yeah, again, another, like, quintessential Halloween costume.
Down, down, you fool.
I think the cemetery's seen better days.
Yeah.
Do you imagine back in the day shoveling in a full suit?
No. I honestly can't imagine having to dig a grave by hand either.
Just a hand shovel?
Yeah, it would take forever. Then again, I am a girl, and it takes a lot longer for girls to shovel than boys. Cool.
Sorry, there was a gnat in front of my face.
I remember digging a trench one time outside. I started on it, and I made it like this far, and my brother shows up, and in like 10 minutes, I spent like 2 hours digging a trench, right? My brother shows up in like 10 minutes, and he's got the whole rest of it done. He's like, "What have you been doing?" I'm like,
Working my ass off.
I've been digging here. They're just uprooting that guy's hard work, too.
Well, he wasn't very deep. I mean, there's like 2 feet of dirt on top of it.
Well, yeah, I mean, a coffin is 2 feet thick, so yeah, the dirt would be piled 2 feet high. What an interesting coffin. Built like a house.
A little A-frame on it.
Yeah. Ooh.
Here we are.
Oh, is there a guy hanging on a post?
Must have done something bad.
It's still here. Climb up and cut the rope.
Taking 2 bodies?
Here's the knife. Here I come. The brain is useless. We must find another brain.
Oh no.
That will do, gentlemen.
You always count on the medical colleges to have good brains in stock.
And in conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, here
That's Van Helsing.
Yeah.
are perfect specimens of the human brain that has ever come to my attention at the university.
I don't think he's actually Van Helsing in this, though.
The scarcity of convolutions on the frontal lobe as compared to that of the normal brain.
Can you see the differences?
Amazingly with the case history of the dead man before us, whose life was one of brutality, of violence and murder.
Ooh.
That skeleton sure likes to dance. Always sending Igor to do his dirty work.
We should take the lid off. Oh, jeez.
That's an abnormal brain.
Abnormal.
Should have just taken both of them and ran.
Right?
There's no one here. Prying eyes can't peer into my secret. What can he mean?
What does he say then?
He said he was on the verge of a discovery so terrific that he doubted his own sanity. Of course, I've never doubted him, but still I worry. I can't help it.
Is that her dad?
Yeah, that's her fiance or something.
Well, who's this guy?
Friend?
Oh, Victor, you're a dear.
You know I'd go to the ends of the earth for you.
I shouldn't like that. I'm far too fond of you.
I wish you were.
Friend zoned.
Thank you.
Good night. And don't worry. Promise?
I won't.
Old classic friend zone handshake. Not even a hug back then.
Herr Frankenstein is greatly changed.
You mean changed as a result of his work?
Did you get it?
Nah.
We're not perfect enough for his experiments, he said. He wished us to supply him with other bodies. And we were not to be too particular as to where and...
What are the lives of a few rabbits and dogs?
You do not quite get what I mean. First to destroy it, then recreate it. There you have his...
So he wanted to kill people to bring them back to life and not just take freshly dead people that died innocently?
Very well, Fräulein. I've warned you. But if you wish it, I will go.
My headcanon on this is Van Helsing just under a pseudonym.
Like Van Helsing before or after Dracula.
Like he goes by a different name when he's out of the country or something.
Could be. His alter ego of
And Van
sorts.
Helsing's like his superhero name.
Exactly, yeah.
Making those connections? Yes, they're done. Well, come down then. The help of these attachments we've lots to do.
We just call him Fritz. So it's not Igor? He doesn't even take the stairs?
This way's faster.
The storm will be magnificent. All the electrical secrets of heaven. And this time we're ready. Hey, Fritz? Ready.
Fritz!
The electrical secrets of heaven.
No blood, no decay. Just a few stitches. The brain you stole, Fritz. The brain of a dead man. waiting to live again in a body I made with my own hands. Let's have one final test. Throw the switches.
Look at that hair.
Then we'll be ready. What's that?
Oh, shit. Bad timing.
Worst time to have visitors.
So messing about at this time of night. Got too much to do. Wait a minute. All right, all right.
I'm coming.
Who is it? What do you want? You must leave me alone now.
It's Elizabeth! Open the door!
He's like, oh shit, my girl.
Women. Always interrupting us when we're doing important work.
Sorry. I love you.
Sam, I believe in you. But I cannot leave you tonight.
Henry, you're inhuman. You're crazy.
Crazy, am I? We'll see whether I'm crazy or not.
I mean, crazy brilliant, not like crazy dumb, you know?
I'll go a little mad sometimes.
You quite sure you want to come in?
That was almost a no.
Forgive me, but I'm forced to take unusual precautions.
He locked you all in.
Sit down. You too, Elizabeth. Please.
He sees a man trying to steal his woman.
Please.
Just gotta watch it. Let it happen.
Yeah. Do not intercede.
I have discovered the great ray that first brought life into the world. First I experimented only with dead animals, and then a human heart, which I kept beating for 3 weeks.
Without a body?
I'm going to turn that ray on that body and endow it with life.
So you think you brought dogs back to life too?
Probably.
I made it with my own hands from the bodies I took from graves, from the gallows, anywhere.
Like that guy with the broken neck?
Mm-hmm.
Took his arms. They were still good.
One man crazy, 3 very sane spectators.
They're not appalled that he was robbing from graves.
No, I'm sure they are, but when you're in the presence of a crazy person and you can't leave, you just pretend like it's normal.
He looks a little flat-footed.
Yeah. Good thing you got a diaper on, too.
Well, when you get struck by lightning, you tend to shit yourself.
That's...
1.21 gigawatts. Is that enough?
It's moving. It's alive. Oh, it's alive. It's alive! Oh, in the name of God. Now I know what it feels like to be God.
Ooh.
That maybe he's taking it a bit too far.
Yeah. He's got a god complex.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Never
alive! Alive!
What is it? You're quite mistaken, Baron. What's the matter with my son? What's he doing?
He's God.
Go messing around an old ruined windmill when he has a decent house, a bath, good food and drink.
He just don't want to bring his work home with him.
Yeah. Gets messy when you do that. Especially when your work is stealing dead bodies, you know?
Well, tell him to go away.
But he says it's important.
Nothing the burgomaster can say can be of the slightest importance. Good day, Herr Baron. Fräulein?
He's here anyway.
Trouble enough. Oh, there's no trouble, sir. What do you mean, no trouble? There's nothing but trouble.
He's a negative Nelly. Huh?
Yeah.
There'll be no wedding at all. But, Herr Baron, the village is already prepared. Well, tell him to unprepare. Oh, but such a lovely bride. But, sir, everything is ready. I know that. Don't keep on saying so, you idiot.
Victor's hoping the wedding gets canceled.
Yeah. He's like, I'll stand in.
Henry must come home if I have to fetch him myself.
No, Baron.
What do you mean, no?
What about his work?
Stuff and nonsense. What about his wedding?
They're just like, no, let him work. No wedding.
Well, if I could discover just one of these things, what eternity is, for example, I wouldn't care if they did think I was crazy.
He's just a scientist that wants to make discoveries.
The brain that was stolen from my laboratory was a criminal brain.
Did you not look at the jar?
Oh, shit.
I mean...
Abby Normal.
Fritz brought the jar back.
Thought it was a female's brain. Abby Normal.
So far, he's been kept in complete darkness. Wait till I bring him into the light.
Well, that's good for his brain, I bet. Keeping him locked in a closet. As he
Walks
walks
backwards. Into the room. That's weird.
Come in. Come in.
Does he have a name? You gotta humanize him with a name, right?
He leaned forward a lot. That's creepy looking.
Sit down. You see, it understands. Watch.
Maybe he was just tired and decided that was a good spot to just rest. Just coincidental.
Yeah. Unintentional. The prosthetics for the eye section alone is crazy.
Yeah, the big brow he has.
Big brow, and the lids are definitely prosthetic as well.
Shut off the light.
Wants to go outside. He's a man of nature.
It understands this time. It's wonderful.
Frankenstein.
Understands what?
Quiet, you fool! Get away with that torch.
Fritz, you're ruining everything. Get out of here.
Yeah, get away with the torch, you dum-dum. So he gets closer to it with the torch? What a dick.
Fetch the rope, quick! Get him to the cellar. Shoot it!
He was doing just fine until the fire came in.
Just get the fire out of there.
What an idiot. That Abby Normal had some past trauma with fire, apparently.
Okay, you'll have the whole countryside on us. That come away has the strength of 10 men.
Fritz is a horrible influence on this guy.
Why is Fritz such a dick?
Fritz is the worst.
What's that? What's that?
Sound like Fritz. Finally got what was coming to him. Oops.
Oh, he hung him? How do you know how to hang him?
One of his bodily traumas was being hanged. Yeah.
Fire and hanging?
He hated Fritz. Fritz always tormented him.
Yeah. Fritz got what he deserved. Does not like fire. Is he killing Henry?
I think he would have.
Oh. The shot kicked in.
Mm-hmm.
There doesn't seem to be anybody in the place. on.
Why does everybody always have to knock on this door so long?
I do.
I would advise you to take Henry away from here at once.
Well, what do you suppose I'm here for? Pleasure? What? Nah.
It's no wonder Henry went crazy with a dad like this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. This guy is a piece of work.
Come alone.
Yes, like this. No banisters or anything else.
No banisters.
Always complaining about something.
I did it. Quick.
He's feeling real bad about Fritz.
Must be, yeah. He's torn up about it.
It's his best friend.
You must come home until you get well again. You'll soon feel better when you get out of here.
It can be fun being locked in a watchtower for weeks. He's gonna dissect it? It's not even dead yet.
Yeah, he needs another shot. Dang it.
Should have given him that shot. Don't like that room.
No.
He's escaped.
He's loose.
Henry's dogs must have missed him.
Those horrible days and nights. I couldn't think of anything else.
Henry.
Look at that rock on her finger.
Oh, isn't that big?
Whew.
Let's make it soon.
As soon as you like.
He wants to get in those pants.
Dress?
Pants dress, yeah.
Your great-grandfather wore this, Henry. Looks as good as new now, eh? And here's one to make the best man look still better. Thank you, sir.
Victor's his best man?
My grandfather bought this wine and laid it down.
It's crazy his dad's only 50.
Here's a jolly good, healthy young Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
Give the servants some champagne. This stuff's wasted on them. Go on, mop it up. It'll do you good.
House of Frankenstein.
Thank you.
Even the help gets to drink?
Not the good wine, just champagne.
It's extraordinary how friendly you can make a lot of people on a couple of bottles of beer. Tomorrow.
He's talking about himself.
I'm very pleased to see you all, and I hope there's plenty of beer. At all events, there's lots more where that came from.
He's just the Baron of beer.
The beer baron.
Beer fest.
Bye, Daddy.
Goodbye. Be a good girl now.
Come on, kitty.
The cat is like, let go of me.
Who are you? I'm Maria. Will you play with me?
Oh, he's made a friend.
Would you like one of my flowers?
No one's ever been nice to him.
I can make a boat. See how mine floats? No, you're hurting me! No!
Uh-oh.
She didn't know how to swim? She lives right next to water and doesn't know how to swim?
Oh, he's all torn up about it, too.
I don't think he meant to kill her. He figured she's pretty like a little flower. She'll float just like that flower.
This is exactly how I dance.
Oh, is this what you're doing?
And you always say it's not a dance.
I'd never seen it done before by professionals. I mean, whatever they're playing is not really music either, so... I mean, turn off the
They're all
damn
drunk.
church bells. That's what they need to do. Turn off the church bells.
Oh, how lovely you look. But you shouldn't be here.
I must see you for a minute.
It's bad luck to see the bride before the wedding.
Why, what's the matter?
Jeez, look at that train.
Something is going to happen. I feel it. I can't get it out of my mind.
You're just nervous.
Something is coming between us. I know it. I know it.
She's got the woo-woo.
A little bit.
What's that? What's that?
Henry! Dr. Waldman.
What about the fellow?
Henry, don't leave. Don't leave me.
No, darling, you stay here.
Henry. Henry.
Why do you lock the door?
She's in a mood.
He's upstairs.
How do you find his house?
Smell? Must have given him a dog sense of smell.
He's fairly large.
Yeah, boy. And she's trapped.
Just don't trip over her train. He's like, you look beautiful.
Oh no!
No.
Don't let him come here.
No, she's still alive. It's one way to ruin a party.
Good on that little girl playing dead.
Yeah.
She's doing a great job.
She's been murdered.
It's kind of a leap.
Done. Who is it?
She could have fallen in the lake herself.
It's true.
Nobody else saw it.
It's maddening.
Easy, old man. She'll be all right.
Our wedding day.
Steady. The wedding will only be postponed.
Look how skinny his legs are.
I leave her in your care. Whatever happens. You understand? In your care.
It's the moment you've been waiting for, Victor.
Remember, get him alive if you can, but get him! But the fiend must be found! Are you ready? Light your torches and go!
This is why the guy was hired for that job.
Mm-hmm.
The hounds need to quiet down. They're going to hear him. He's going to hear him coming.
Exactly.
Which party would you go with?
Not the water party.
Oh, jeez. So he's hiding in the mountains. He's just hiding
Big
around the corner.
guys. Come on, hounds.
Dogs don't have a scent.
Oh, come back!
He's gonna have to play. He's gonna face to face with his maker. He's gonna have to play God again. Marco.
It's like, hi, Dad.
Damn near caught himself on fire.
Yeah. What's he doing with him? Maybe he thinks he's saving him.
I don't know. Didn't we just watch something with a windmill like this?
Yeah, Sleepy Hollow ends at a windmill.
Yeah.
Which I think is an homage to this film.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Not trying to save him. Germans don't have guns?
Uh-oh. Catch him!
Looks pretty dead.
Ooh. He's alright.
Yeah.
Sacrificing the windmill? How are they gonna make bread? This is why he was afraid of fire.
Because he saw it in his future.
He foresaw his own death.
Well, that'd be a brutal way to go.
They're really close. That's gotta be super hot.
Yeah.
There are way too many servants for this house.
Mr. Henry doesn't need this. Well, as I said before, I say again, to the house of Frankenstein.
Can't let a good glass go to waste. That's how it ends?
That's how it ends, apparently.
Baron Frankenstein taking a drink.
It's a weird one.
Alright, well, what'd you think?
It's good.
Yeah.
Classic.
Classic Frankenstein monster.
Can't be mad at it.
Performance, the look, just iconic.
I love the sort of locked knees and also leaning forward look.
And his hands were always stiff, too. Like his arms were always like...
Yeah, like locked
really
knees and elbows.
Joints much.
I mean, he did, but not when he was walking, and that kind of made it look... It gives it an iconic sort of imagery.
It's crazy how much this imagery has been used for the last 100 years.
For real, yeah.
I mean, you got
had
the
a
Munsters used it. You got Frankenberry cereal. Mm-hmm. This is probably the most iconic looking Universal monster.
I would say, yeah.
The bolts in the neck, the bowl cut on top of his head. Flat head.
Yeah, super tall.
Yeah. And he was wearing lifts too. That's why his feet were flat.
Yeah.
And I think that helped with his walk too.
Absolutely. It weighed him down.
He
I think
couldn't use his heel to
boots were maybe weighted also.
Heel to toe kind of walk, so he was always walking flat footed. Yeah. So
very interesting.
Yeah. What's interesting about after this movie was came out, I think it was like 5 or 10 years, rating code hit, and they had to cut out the whole Maria scene of him throwing her.
Yeah, because it's gruesome. Yeah, brutal.
Even though I don't think he meant to kill her.
I don't think he intended to do it. Like I said, I think he thought that she was beautiful like the flowers, and that the flowers float, and so maybe she'll float in that one. Yeah. And then it was like, oh shit, my bad.
Yeah, she didn't know how to swim.
Yeah. No, I don't think he had ill intent there. He was definitely trying to kill everyone else, though.
Yeah. I always thought there was more scenes that are referenced in Young Frankenstein in this. But I think I just mashed those two movies together.
Could be.
Yeah. Like the old man he goes to visit has coffee with or soup with. I thought that was a scene in this movie, but it's not.
Nope.
But yeah. Gotta love the classics. My favorite monster.
Yeah. Back when they made movies the perfect length.
Yeah, but it's interesting
Hour and 10 minutes.
Like we just watched Dracula. I feel like Dracula and vampires has been really overdone. The Frankenstein...
It hasn't been overdone, no. I mean, it hasn't been done that much, I don't think.
You got a parody with Young Frankenstein. And then there's been a couple Frankenstein movies in the last 20 years, but none of them are like... Not as...
No, there's like a kids
Dracula.
Kids like cartoon something or other from the last, I don't know, 10 years, but I never saw it. Okay. It has like a dog in it, I think.
Oh, Frankenweenie?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a Tim Burton short film.
It's kind of like Frankenstein, right?
Yeah, it's a dog that's Frankenweenie.
Oh, anyways.
It's actually a pretty cute film. But yeah. Who's your favorite character? I mean, what do you think between Igor and Fritz? We got two. I like
Igor much more. Fritz was an ass.
I feel like Igor did antagonize the monster in Young Frankenstein, but Fritz was just...
I mean, so mean.
Yeah.
So mean. Like, what do you think is going to happen when you're...
Yeah, just tormenting a monster with flame and
Not
whips.
a good look. Yeah. Not a good look. So, deserved to die first.
Yeah. I always thought it was Igor in this. It's another thing I just mashed together with Young Frankenstein.
Yeah.
There's...
Well, they call him Igor in Young Frankenstein.
There's got to be an Igor in one of these movies.
There must be. I just don't know which one.
That they took the name from. Because I feel like there's more of a... That's another iconic character.
We'll have to keep watching. Maybe there's an Igor that pops up.
We'll be watching another Frankenstein movie in the next couple days. So.
Oh, great.
One of the first successful sequels of all time, Bride of Frankenstein, which we just have to watch because it's just as iconic as the original.
Well, great.
I'm sure
Can't
you
wait.
know the imagery of the bride.
Correct, I do. Yeah.
So we'll watch that next. Or not next, but in a couple days.
Okay.
So
sounds great.
We got any other thoughts on Frankenstein?
No.
Did you like this better than Dracula?
I don't know.
I think Dracula was... If you were to compare this and think of like a mindset of the 30s, I think Dracula was scarier.
I would agree.
Even though they had the warning in the front of this one saying you might be terrified, horrified.
No, I think Dracula was...
The imagery of Dracula was a lot more...
Yeah.
What's horrifying in this is the child.
Yeah.
That was in the theatrical release, but not in later theatrical runs. Well, what should people comment on?
I don't know.
Where's this compare in your Universal Monsters? Let us know all your thoughts on Frankenstein.
Yeah, thanks so much for hanging out. Come back tomorrow.
Yeah.
For another one.
You know, he never put on the Ritz. I was hoping for that.
Putting on the Ritz.
Put on the Ritz! And check out our Patreon link down below for early access to our videos, following comment and access to full subs. Next. Links down there. Check it out. Until next time, have a good one.
Bye.